When no one takes you seriously, it's not your talent, it's your standards. You speak in a meeting, someone cuts you off, then repeat your idea, and gets the credit. The first move is simple. Don't explain. Pause 3 full seconds, then say one headline sentence. In the next few minutes, I'll give you 6 reasons people don't take you seriously, and the Stoic fix for each. Stay to the end, because reason 6 is the identity shift. Let's tell the truth. This isn't low confidence, it's repeated erasure. At work you contribute. The room keeps moving, like your words were air. You try to be polite. You wait for your turn. Your turn never comes, so you talk faster. You add more proof. You add more detail. And still they shrug, because you sound like permission, not like authority. Then it gets worse. They reuse your idea later in cleaner words with more certainty, and everyone listens. Your stomach drops, not because you needed credit, but because you needed reality. You needed your words to matter in the room. You start adapting. You take fewer risks. You speak more softly. You wait for a perfect moment, and the perfect moment never arrives. So you leave meetings with that same quiet thought. I should have said it better. I should have been sharper. I should have been louder. Disrespect also turns quiet. Your message gets seen. Your email gets no reply, so you resend it. You soften your tone. You add extra explanation. You add a smiley face. You try to look easy. And you hate that feeling, because you can feel it. You are becoming usable. Now take it home. At home, it wears a smile. A joke lands at your expense. You force a laugh, so you don't look difficult. They call it just teasing, and the room moves on. But later, in bed, you replay it all, word for word, tone for tone. You don't reply because you're weak. You reply because your standards are at war with your need to be liked. Here's the painful pattern. You keep trading dignity for a temporary peace, and people learn your no can be negotiated. You don't lose respect in one moment. You lose it in the tiny moments you keep buying comfort with self-respect. If this feels familiar, subscribe. On Stoic Ether, we train self-respect, discipline, and quiet power. Stoicism draws a hard line. Standards versus feelings. Feelings say, make them understand me. Win them over. Explain it better. Standards say, respect is required for me to stay present. You can't control their ears. You can't control their maturity. You can't control their ego. But you can control yourself, your timing, your tone, your boundaries, your consequences. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." So the goal is not to force attention from people. The goal is to stop selling your peace for attention. Epictetus said it cleanly. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish, meaning stop performing likability and start practicing self-respect. Some people will resist your upgrade. That resistance is information. Hold this mantra: no respect, no access. Not as a threat, as a rule you live by, because authority is not loud. Authority is calm standards, enforced without drama. Now let's go through 6 reasons people dismiss you, and the Stoic fix for each. Reason 1. You speak like you're asking permission. You open with, "I'm not sure, but sorry, maybe I'm wrong. This might be stupid." Those first words price your voice as optional. You aren't being humble. You're pre-rejecting yourself, so they don't have to. Cost. People listen with half attention because you told them your point doesn't deserve full attention. Example. You're in a meeting. You finally speak. You start with, "This is probably nothing but..." Someone immediately checks their phone. Someone else starts talking over you, not because your idea is bad, because you framed it as disposable. Stoic fix: replace permission openers with authority openers. The way I see it is, my recommendation is, here's the issue. Then stop. Don't pad it with fear. Don't defend it early. If they disagree, let them disagree. Your job is to be clear, not to be approved. In practice, speak one sentence, then hold silence. Silence is the frame. It tells the room, this was a point, not a suggestion. Micro: for 24 hours, ban sorry, maybe, and I think, when you're stating a point. If you catch yourself, restart the sentence cleanly. Reason 2: you over-explain instead of landing the point. When you feel ignored, you don't simplify. You add paragraphs. Your point becomes a maze. You try to sound reasonable, so you bring receipts and context and backstory and 5 extra examples. Cost: they don't respect the idea because they can't even find it. Example: you say, I just want to say that I'm not mad, and I know you didn't mean it, and I get you're stressed, but when you said that thing, it kind of hurt, and I'm probably overreacting, and I don't want to fight. By the end, the other person's brain has one thought. So what do you want? And because you didn't land it, they treat it as emotion, not as a standard. Stoic fix: speak in headlines. My main point is this. Then one sentence. Pause. Let the sentence breathe. If they push, ask one calm question. Which part is unclear? What exactly are you responding to? Now the conversation has structure. In practice, separate feelings from standards. You can feel hurt and still make a clean request. I don't want that tone. I need this by Friday. I'm not available after 6. Short, clear, non-negotiable. Micro, 2 sentences max, then silence. If you feel the urge to justify, breathe once and repeat the headline. Reason 3: your boundaries sound negotiable. You say no, then you jade. You justify, argue, defend, and explain. So your no becomes a debate. You try to be kind, but kindness becomes weakness when you keep negotiating your own limits. Cost: people learn. They can wear you down. Example: a coworker asks, can you take this task too? You say yes, then regret it. Next time you try, I can't, because I have a lot, and I'm exhausted, and I already helped last time, and my weekend is packed. Now they just keep pushing, because you offered them handles. They grab one handle and pull. What if you do it on Monday? What if you just start it? What if I really need you? Stoic fix: one line. That doesn't work for me. I'm not available for that. Repeat once if needed. Then change behavior. If you keep answering, you teach them the debate works. If you stop, you teach them the line is real. In practice, delay your yes. 3 seconds is authority. It signals you choose, not react. Then decide. Then speak one sentence. Then stop. Micro: pick one small request today. Pause. Say no once, without explanation. And do not fill the silence. Reason 4: you give surplus effort where effort isn't earned. At work, you over-deliver to be seen as valuable. In friendships, you plan everything so nobody is inconvenienced. In relationships, you chase clarity. So silence doesn't win. Cost: your attention becomes cheap because you give it away before it's earned. Example: you answer instantly. You fix things instantly. You apologize instantly. You show up instantly. Then, when you need something, they respond when they feel like it. And you start thinking, maybe I need to prove my value again. So you do more. That's how people get used. Not because they're evil, because you keep overpaying. Stoic fix: withdraw surplus effort. Match investment. Let people feel the weight of your absence. You don't punish. You stop overpaying. You stop rescuing. You stop making it easy for disrespect to stay comfortable. In practice, treat your time like currency. Spend it where there is respect. Save it where there is noise. Invest it where there is growth. This is ruthless utility, not cruelty. Clarity. Micro. Tonight, do not send the second message. Do not rewrite the email 5 times. Send one clean line, then stop. Reason 5. You never attach consequences to disrespect. You say, "Don't talk to me like that." They do it again. You stay. So your standard becomes decoration. Cost. Your words stop touching reality, and people stop taking them seriously. Example. They cut you off repeatedly. You say, "Let me finish." They smirk, then do it again later. You feel disrespected, but you keep engaging like nothing happened. So they learn, your discomfort has no cost. Stoic fix, silent consequences. Reduce access. End the conversation when the tone turns disrespectful. Stop rewarding apologies with instant closeness. Stop giving full attention to people who treat you like furniture. Consequences are not threats. They are adjustments. They protect your peace. In practice, a consequence can be small. Shorter calls, slower replies, less access to your life. A boundary is not real until your behavior changes. Micro. Choose one repeated disrespect. Write one consequence. Follow through once. No speech, no anger, just action. Reason 6. You don't take yourself seriously first. This is the root. Your inner voice discounts you, so the world mirrors it. When you make a mistake, you attack yourself. When someone ignores you, you assume you deserved it. Cost. You show up already shrinking, so people treat you like furniture. Example. You walk into a room already apologizing with your posture. You sit in the corner. You avoid eye contact. You wait to be invited. And nobody invites you. Not because they hate you, because you entered like background. Stoic fix. Raise the inner standard. Replace the attack with correction. That wasn't my best, and I'm fixing it. Then embody presence. Slow breath, relaxed shoulders, level chin, fewer words, longer pauses. Your body becomes proof that you believe you matter. In practice, your presence should lead your words. Enter the room like you belong, not arrogant, not needy, grounded. Then speak once, then stop. That is quite powerful. Micro. Write one self-insult you repeat. Write the Stoic correction under it. Read the correction every morning for 7 days. Train your inner citadel, so the outside can't buy you. If you want scripts that train you, not entertain you, subscribe. Now we make it real. In the next 24 hours, do 2 reps. Rep 1. Remove permission language. Speak one headline sentence, then stop. Rep 2. Delay your yes. Even 3 seconds is power. Pause. Breathe once. Answer slowly. Now the 7-day practice. Every night, write 3 lines. Where did I hold my standard today? Where did I discount myself today? What is my 1% upgrade tomorrow? This is how standards become identity, and identity becomes reputation. Most people live as a request. Please take me seriously. That identity is expensive because it depends on them. The Stoic identity is different. I take my standards seriously. I don't negotiate dignity. I can leave. From nice but forgettable to calm and solid. From explaining to enforcing. From instant access to deliberate access. From chasing attention to protecting attention. You are not becoming louder. You are becoming clearer. And clarity changes rooms. Clarity changes relationships. Clarity changes your own nervous system. You are not broken. You were trained. And you can retrain yourself. Go back to the scene, the meeting, He cuts you off again. This time, you don't rush. You pause for 3 seconds. You hold eye contact. You say one headline. This is my recommendation. Then silence. If he interrupts again, you don't compete for air. You ask one question. Which part is incorrect? Then silence. No jade, no pleading, no performance. At home, the joke lands again. This time, you don't laugh to survive. You say one calm line. I don't like that. Then silence. If it continues, you reduce access. You leave early, no drama, just standards. Over text, you stop double texting. You stop rescuing silence. You protect your attention, because attention is your life. People take you seriously when access has a price. Respect is not requested. Respect is required, and your behavior proves it. Comment. I respect my standards first. Tell me which reason hit you, 1 through 6. Watch day 5 next, because being too nice is how many people lose authority.